Greetings to you! Let us explore the meaning behind the lyrics of Sawney Bean Clan by Skiltron. In general, the song tells us about the legend of Sawney Bean, a cannibalistic murderer who lived with his family in a cave, robbing and killing travelers for 25 years. No, this is not a Cannibal Corpse song, it's a Scottish folk legend and so it qualifies for the channel. Let us begin.
Prepare yourself for what is next, for you will hear a grisly tale. I'll tell you about a man of sin whose lifestyle was horrifying. Under the reign of James the First, Sawney and his wife left the town. They found a cave in Galloway, where they began something vile, their own way to survive.
According to a Scottish legend, Sawney Bean was a man from East Lothian, an area near Edinburgh. He was from a family of simple labourers, but he disliked the life of honest work, so eventually Sawney ran away. He found a woman of similar tastes, pun intended, and started living with her in a cave in Galloway. It all happened in the reign of King James IV of Scotland, who, in the English tradition, was known as James I because he was the first king of the United England and Scotland. So the Bean family started living by themselves, away from civilization, and for a good reason. The chorus and the rest of the lyrics make parallels between the activities of the Bean clan and Christian mythology, but I was unable to find any religious motives in the legend or the research about the legend. If you know what this is all about, please leave a comment.
25 years of darkness and death, while continuing to enlarge the clan, to rob and murder every passerby, and lead their bodies in a sacred mass.
The Beans made their living by murdering, robbing and eating passerbys. Sometimes whole groups of travelers became their victims. Numerous disappearances did not go unnoticed, but for 25 years nobody even dared to think it might be the doing of a family of serial killers. At first, wild animals were blamed. Then, innkeepers in the nearby settlements were held under suspicion. Some of them even were killed by angry mobs or executed by officials. Unfortunately, the murders did not stop. Another pastime of the Bean family was procreating. After all, they needed a lot of help in catching and handling their prey. With time, the clan grew to at least 48 people, with 8 sons, 6 daughters, 18 grandsons and 14 granddaughters. Naturally, many of these offspring were the result of incest, which I presume did not make their lives better.
One fateful night, a group of men, just by chance, ran into them, and so it was, the truth was known. All his clan are taken to the town and executed for a begging crowd. Sawney Bean Clan. Sawney Bean Clan. This is the light coming for you this very night.
At last, the fortune of the Bean Clan ran out. A man and a woman were riding horses near the cave, and the Beans attacked them. The woman was killed, but the man, being a good fighter, escaped and was rescued by another group of travelers. They notified the authorities, and after some searching, the Sawney Bean Clan was discovered and captured. Their atrocities and cannibalistic tendencies were discovered as well. Naturally, execution by drawing and quartering for men and burning at the stake for women was their only possible fate. It is also said that just before dying, Sawney Bean exclaimed that it is not over and it will never be over. I haven't found any legends saying that his spirit still haunts the living or anything like that, but I think the last two lines of the lyrics allude to that very moment. Now, as with any legend, this one has a number of versions. Some say it all started in the reign of Queen Elizabeth, not James I. Some say that the family was not captured and executed, but rather purposefully suffocated by driving gunpowder smoke inside the cave. Also, typically for a legend, we are not really sure if it is at all true. There are some Scottish stories that are very similar to this one, but with different characters and with somewhat different events. There is also research which suggests that the story was invented by 18th century newspapers, or that numerous local legends about cannibals were lumped together to act as anti-Scottish propaganda. I guess we will never know for sure. That's all for the meaning behind the lyrics of Sawney Bean Clan by Skiltron. All the links to the band are in the description, and thanks for watching.